bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. What's up? Checking. What the hell? Why is it not working? Oh. This shit. What's up, guys? Rojo Kova back at it again with the live stream. Alright. Sorry about that. Just gotta make sure that my that my stream was working. Like, I don't really know how to use OBS or any of that, so I'm pretty slow. But yeah. First things first. Go check out my comics. Simple, easy to that. Go to my website, avotcomics.com. Link is in the description. It's the description of all my videos. It's the description of pretty much everything and anything that I work on. It's on there. Let me see if I can let's play it. Go check out my comics. Alright, I had to make sure the audio was good because I did a stream one time where I was like streaming for like 30 minutes and I fucking was just talking to myself because nobody could hear me. But yeah, so just go to my website, check out all the stuff. I got some stickers up on there. They're for $5. All my previous works are on there. For Strange Fruit Revenge, 11 chapters of my series BAM, and my one shot The Lost Zone. All these are up there for free. You go check it out. All I ask is sign up for my mailing list, man. If you fuck with it, you fuck what I got going on there, just sign up for my mailing list. If you can buy a sticker, that'd be cool. If not, I ain't tripping too much about this, whatever. They'll sell out one day eventually. But move these wires, I got them all over the place. So yeah, so let's go look at some of the stuff I've been working on. This is my Spider-Man Nobody's Safe, my fan comic, my outlaw comic, my just like what I've been working on pretty much these last couple months. Probably like 2 months really. It's just me trying to test the waters on something different. Trying to learn, like, just work with other IP, so I don't have to worry too much about story. I'm more just trying to like work on just more perspective, anatomy, story structure, stuff like that. That's pretty much what I do every time. I always have a goal every time I do another one shot or project or something like that. I always have something in mind that I want to do. So this one was just storytelling, pacing, and action scenes, dynamics, and stuff like that. But so here's some of the pages. I got these. I had a color assist from this dude's name is Kishi World. You should check him out on Instagram. He's really cool. He helped me, like, pretty much. I just commissioned him to color like the characters, and I just colored the backgrounds because he has a really cool coloring style. It's kind of like old school shonen type stuff. He actually has his own book out. It's called Zan. It's actually a really, really good book. He's like a really a pretty good artist. He's actually local, like from my area. I haven't met him in person, but I just when I found out he was local, I was like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, he's a good artist. I really fuck with. I found him on Instagram like earlier this year, maybe late into last year. Yeah, he's a good artist. He's really good. But yeah, so I had him pretty much help me color like the characters because, like I said, he's really good at coloring. And so I just kind of wanted to see how he colored, and then I'm gonna move the fan over. It's hot than a motherfucker. Shit, it's hot as hell in here. But yeah. So I just had him just help me, like, just color the characters pretty much. So, and I just did the backgrounds. I think this one probably came out the best as far as just like shit. That's as far as just overall coloring and stuff. So I like the middle panel right here where my Spider-Man is kicking Wolverine. I think that came out pretty dope. But yeah, and this is a cool little splash that I did. I think it came out pretty awesome also. So yeah, I have damn near half of this shit done. I'm pretty much gonna roll it out. Like once I'm pretty much like down to like the last like 5 pages, I'm gonna start posting pages on the community tab on my website and on. That's probably gonna be it really for now. My goal is July 1st is to start posting pages. So I'm gonna do either 2 pages a week, or maybe like 2 pages every other day. Just depends on how I want to roll it out. And yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be 60 pages or 52 pages right now. I might give or take. I might add or take some stuff out depending on like what I feel. But here's some of the stuff I've been working on lately. Yeah, Ladypool is popping up in the comic. This is before the Deadpool shit, the trailer dropped, and the Ladypool is popping up. So yeah, she's like one of the cool characters I really fuck with. Yeah, some rough pages. So, yeah, just trying to do something different. I think this pose, man, that shit came out good as hell. I feel like it came good, man. I don't know. What do y'all guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. There's nobody in the chat right now, but the comments, whatever. But yeah. So I worked on this last night. Trying to get that. Look at that. Anime kicks. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. So if you guys are interested in some fan comics, that's what I got going on for that. Oh shit, clicked the wrong one. Fuck, man, I am horrible at this. All right, cool. All right, so today, topic of discussion for today is I'm going to Heroes Con this weekend, guys. I'm actually really excited. I've been to a few conventions before, but Heroes Con is one of those ones that's toted, especially like by my comic, like the store owner of the comic book store that I go to all the time. He always says like Heroes Con is the convention to go to. Heroes Con is the convention to go to. If you're gonna go to any con, that's the one to go to, especially if you're just like looking for straight like comic book stuff. So yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. Like, I wanted to go last year, but I had some like issues with like some financial issues and stuff, so I wasn't able to get to make it last year, which was a bummer. But I mean, I'm going this year. I bought my tickets like right when they dropped the tickets. I bought them the early bird special. They were like $75 for all 3 days. So I'm posting my story that I'm live. But yeah, so I was like, damn, I'm gonna go because I already know like Daniel Warren Johnson, who's one of my favorites, is gonna be there. Sanford Green is gonna be there. I'm fucking hyped about that. Just a bunch of freaking guys who I really, really like. Am interested in just like their work. I love their their storytelling, their artwork. That people have been following their work for a long time. Like if you know, like I'm really big on comic book artists. Like I don't care about characters. I don't care about like any of that stuff. I'm big on just like, okay, if this artist is working, I don't care if Daniel Warren Johnson does a fucking Powerpuff Girls comic. I'm gonna check it out because his artwork is that good, and that's who I follow. I don't follow like writers. Like some people follow writers, some people follow characters. There's people who are like just diehard. Hair looks fucked up. People who are like diehard Batman fans, and there's people who are like diehard Spider-Man guys. Some people are just straight Marvel. Some people are straight DC. And me, I'm a straight like, all right, this artist Daniel Warren Johnson is doing this. I'm reading it. Ed McGuinness is doing this. I'm reading. Like even recently, I bought Ed McGuinness is doing like Spider-Man. I don't even care about Spider-Man like that. Like he's like a cool character, but I don't care to read Spider-Man. Let me rephrase what I gotta say. But so my goals for this convention, right? Obviously is to get some books signed, and also I've been printing out these little ash cans or like copies of my book, right? At work, I would just if I got some time, I just go and print out some copies of it, and they've came out really, really good. So this is my first time, like my first test print right here. You can kind of see this is the old cover too. I refixed it and everything, but you can tell the difference that now you can kind of see like the whole full image on the cover and everything. I have like they're like cardstock covers, and the rest of it is regular printer paper. But cardstock covers. I have some yellow, I have green ones, and I have some pink ones that are cool. I think the yellow ones kind of are like the best ones. They kind of show off the artwork the best, like on the cover, and then on the back I have like my Instagram, my YouTube, and then like a QR code to my website. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is whenever I go talk to some of these artists that I'm gonna fuck with, I'm just gonna go and like, oh, like I'm a creator. Do you want a copy of my comic? Give me some feedback. I also want to get like some portfolio reviews. So pretty much like on my iPad, I'm gonna take my iPad with me, and then like if whoever, because there's being a bunch of creators there. So like the popular guys, I don't think the popular people like that I know are gonna have like hella people lined, just like Daniel Warren Johnson, Sanford Green, Scotty Young, all these people who are gonna be there. I don't expect to be able to like sit down with them and get some feedback, but like some of like the more mid tier or lower level guys, I for sure I'm gonna talk to, because at the end of the day they're all pros and they're all like better artists than me at the for now. You know what I'm saying? For now, you know what I mean. But so yeah, but yeah, like the pages came out super cool. Obviously they're black and white. I couldn't get any color prints, which sucks. But yeah, but they came out cool, man. It's super awesome. I printed out like I don't know. I mean, I printed out a good grip of them. So whatever I don't hand out, I might just put them up for sale on my website, or maybe I'll do like a pre-order type deal. And so these are just like this is part one of the comic. I still got like 30 more pages of story left, but yeah, if I don't sell any, I might put them up on my website for whoever wants them first come first serve, probably like $10, some shit like that. That's pretty much just covering shipping costs, honestly. But yeah, so yeah, I think they came out super good. The prints. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be handing these out at the convention. I might stick a couple of my stickers in there just for funsies. Just to, like I said, it's just promotional shit, and like really getting feedback is like, look at that shit. That yellow is hitting right. The yellow is hitting in that page. It's cool too. But yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much gonna be me like handing out flyers, essentially. Let's see what it looks like on the green. Yeah, that shit looks fire on the green too. But yeah, so essentially that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go up and I'm gonna like I said, after I get my book signed, or if they're just like somebody I don't have any books to get signed, like, oh, like, would you check on my artwork? Would you give me some feedback, some tips, and whatever, and go from there. Hopefully I get some good feedback. I've only done that 2 times so far. Once at a convention locally here by a color artist, Jason Keith, who's like the color artist on this poster right here of the Red Hulk, right there. He's done like a lot of stuff from Marvel. He's a colorist. He's super cool. He gave me some feedback. He was super cool. It was kind of quick though, so it was kind of like I didn't feel like I got enough out of it, and I guess I should subvert my expectations as far as like how much feedback I could get for somebody, because obviously those guys are there to sell shit, so they're not trying to like be nobody's mentor or anything like that. So I'm not really expecting too much out of them. So yeah, so if I can get like 5-10 minutes of people's time, I'm cool. I'm game. Just like this, that's that, whatever. Like, just so I'm more into just like what I should do, like to focus on mentally and like with my artwork. Like I understand, generally speaking, anatomy, perspective, the basics, but just like, is my story structure so like the page layouts, are they going the right way, or like cognitively am I in the right direction is like the real thing I'm trying to like gather. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to pat me on my back. I don't need, oh, that looks cool. That are like I don't want that. I want hard truths. I want good critiques. I don't want nobody trying to shit on me. And that's another thing that happened to me recently. I was in a Facebook group with the fucking pro. This nigga, he was fucking published back in fucking early 2000. He fell off. He's a fucking bum. Fuck that guy. But anyways, and I was trying to get feedback from him, and he pretty much just tried to shit on me for, first of all, because I'm a digital artist, because I work digitally. Like, doesn't matter. Like, that doesn't make a difference in anything. And then he just tried to tell me like, oh, I get paid this much per page and blah blah blah. It's a bunch of bullshit. I'm like, bro, you like, no, you don't. You're not published. Like, you don't get published anymore. You like, whatever. I don't want to go on a whole rant, but fuck that guy. Anyways, but so also, these are all the books I'm like that I'm gonna try to take to the con and get signed off. But I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I want to go broke. You know what I'm saying? But so like, I got a bunch of books. I can show you off some of the books that I'm gonna try to take to the convention to get signed, and then I'm probably gonna get like 2-3 books slabbed, which is like let me show you guys, like a CDC slab, which is pretty much like when they say you get your book signed and you can get them graded. For this, usually like I don't really care for this type of stuff because it's kind of stupid, but it's like they'll give you a grade like on how high quality or low quality your book is, and then they can also verify for the signatures. So like, I got John Romita Jr. to sign this, so he signed it right here, and then he also did like a little remark, like a little sketch of Dave, the lights on it, of Dave from Kick-Ass. And I got a bad score, but I don't give a fuck. Like, people say like, if not a 9.8 or higher, it's pretty much worthless. But like that's if you're trying to resell this shit, and I like don't care to resell this shit. Like I'm getting them signed for like my own memory bank. You know what I'm saying? Like I have it in my collection. Like, oh man, I got this signed. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I'm only gonna get shit slabbed that like I feel like are worthwhile. Like this right here. This is a Moon Knight number 60, and this has a Stephen Platt. If you don't know who Stephen Platt is, he was like a super mega, not mega star, but he was like one of the more popular guys in the late 90s, early 2000s in Image Comics. He was kind of like the guy right under Rob Liefeld who was like super popular. And he like all of his shit was like selling out crazy. He had like really crazy style of artwork, and then he like stopped working in comics, started doing like working like in movies and shit, like doing like storyboards and stuff like that. But he's gonna show up and like he's like known for like just being so popular and just disappearing out of nowhere. So look at this cover, it's super dope. So he's like known for like having like all this crazy niching and what's that shit called, like cross hatching and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get him to sign it. I might get this. Here, look at this cool fucking name thing. So I might get this slab because this is actually worth some money, and I'm gonna get it signed. So we'll see how much he's charging for that shit. Andy Kubert's gonna be there, so I might get my X-Men number 1, my Ultimate X-Men number 1 signed, and I don't think I'm gonna get this slab. I'm just gonna get it signed, just because. We'll see. I don't know. So it's like I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what I want to get slabbed or what, because slabbing is like getting your shit graded and shit is expensive. It's like $80 fucking just to get it graded, and that's like so. And if the nigga's charging to get sign the book or do some shit like that, then that's probably like $100 a book. So I'm probably gonna do 2-3 books max, maybe 4, just depends. I also got this ash can of Ed McGuinness and Dexter Vines. Dexter Vines is gonna be there, so I'm gonna get him. So this is pretty much just like what I did. See, it's like the exact same thing, like fucking it's the same size and everything too. Look at that shit. These fucking motherfuckers. I bought this shit off eBay, and it's just like a sketchbook pretty much of like a bunch of like Ed McGuinness sketches and shit, and it has some Dexter Vines designs too. It's actually really cool. I'm gonna take it, get it signed. Dexter Vines, I'm gonna talk to him and chop it up, but hopefully he can give me some feedback. He's like a professional inker. He does a lot of work with Ed McGuinness, Stephen McNiven, and a bunch of guys like that. There's another one, Stephen Platt. I'm probably just to get signed. See, Stephen Platt was known for these like crazy looking anatomy. Look at this fucking these horse legs, dude. Like what the fuck? But like yeah, he was known for like all that niching and shit he has on his anatomy. That's what that fool was known for, bro. And that shit was like the hot shit. And it is cool. Like it's definitely what's that shit, like you have to have like the taste for it, and that was like the shit in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like look at this shit. That shit's super cool. It's just super, that's like super, like when you think of comic books, this is the shit you think of, you know what I'm saying? Like Rob Liefeld shit. But like he was like under Rob Liefeld's wing. Like look at this shit, look at the inking on this. Yeah, that shit's super cool. And this is like ahead of his time, like comic book stuff. Like comic books don't even look like this no more, which is sad. Like if they just kept the grittiness, like if they would have kept artists ahead of the writers in the comic book and American comic book industry, like in the mainstream, the industry would be a whole different place, man. I have a video on that about like how they pushed all the artists out because of the image boom and just started focusing on the writers and shit, and they just kept the same like basic ass artists. Like no offense to people who are working for Marvel Deep now, but like niggas are basic, dog. So there's another one I'm gonna get signed by Daniel Warren Johnson. My Beta Ray Bill number 1 or number 2. It's a fucking sick cover. Fucking, it's just fucking fire. So yeah, I got so many books. I'm just like, I don't know, but it's just like that convention is literally just all comic book guys. Like if you go to a lot of conventions now, there's a lot of anime stuff, a lot of actors. Like San Diego Comic Con is pretty much like a Hollywood convention now. It's not like nothing comic book related, like specifically, like because people go there for like the actors, the movie releases, the trailer releases, and shit like that. Nobody actually goes for the like want the pure comic book stuff. Like I said, excuse me. But yeah, so I got a Chris Caruso ash can. I'm gonna get this signed. I think I just saw this randomly at like a flea market, I think, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Cause I like Chris Caruso. Like I like this like Charlie Brown-esque like comic strip type artwork, because it's just like I don't know. It's like Charlie Brown's like one of my favorite characters of all time. So when I see that artwork, I just think it's super cool. Like Scotty Young covers, even though I feel like those shits are played out now because everybody has like he puts out a new cover every week, so it's just burnt out. But Chris Caruso is kind of in that vein too. He's pretty cool. Jim Rugg's gonna be there, so I'm gonna get this signed. This is Ed Piscor cover that he did for his Grand Design. So RP Ed Piscor, his family's gonna be there. So maybe I'll get his family to sign it just because. But yeah, I'm gonna get this signed by Jim, and I'm gonna give him one of my copies of my book. Cause this is like, this Ashcan was inspired by like those guys, you know, because they would always say like you should make outlaw comics and stuff like that. So I always fucked with cartoons, kayfabe. Torrent, Mark McGunnenheim. I don't know if I can know his last name. This guy right here, the writer, he's gonna be there at the convention. This series, if you haven't read this series, Torrent, go fucking read it. It's really good. It's a miniseries, like 6 issues. It's pretty much like a female Punisher, but like it's really badass. It's really good. It gives like a good different perspective on like the superhero justice system and stuff like that, and like it's really cool. Like this character, her family gets killed, and she pretty much goes and gets revenge. And like first she tries to do it the legal way because she was already a superhero, and they find out the villain finds out who she is, goes, kills her family. She tries to go and like gets the super team to help her get revenge, or not revenge, but like get justice and shit, and they don't help her, so she ends up going on a rampage, starts fucking shit up, and it's a fucking good ass series. If you haven't read it, go check it out. Torrent. It came out last year. It's a really good comic. It's from Image. This guy, the writer, Mark Gunningham, whatever the fuck his name is. This guy, he was I think the writer on the Flash series that was going on for like 2010 to like was in like 2020. Yeah, he was one of the writers on there. But yeah, he's gonna be at the convention, so I'm gonna get him to sign my book. What's this nigga's name? Terrell Canyon's gonna be there. He had the series of Slub that came out earlier this year. It's a really good series. It's like Freaky Friday, but like with superheroes. So I'm gonna get him to sign this. Man, I got a lot of shit, man. And I'm like, but like I'm hoping, because if I don't know how many of you guys have been to conventions before, but sometimes artists, they won't, like, if you're not getting your book graded, they'll just sign it just, you know, because like whatever. But like they'll charge if you're getting it graded, so because they know like their signature makes the value of the book go up more, so they'll charge. Sometimes it depends on the artist. Sometimes they're cool, it's like $5-10. Sometimes it's just like whatever. Like Mark Bagley of like Ultimate Comic fame, of Ultimate Spider-Man fame, and he's pretty much worked on a bunch of Spider-Mans. I'm pretty sure he helped create Carnage. Mark Bagley, his signatures were free, and he was like $5 if you're gonna get it graded, because I don't think you really give a fuck about any of this shit. But I'm also gonna get this signed. The ambassadors, Mateo Scarilla is gonna be there. I think he's from the Ink Drop podcast. Him as a couple other guys, Eric Canetti and I forgot the other fool's name, but they're all 3 of them are gonna be there. But I don't think I have any of the other 2 dudes' art, so I just know he's gonna be there. So I'm gonna get signed. But like I'm gonna be there all 3 days. So I'm trying to figure out like how to maximize my time, because if you don't have, in my mind, I feel like if you go to a convention, you don't have like a game plan on what you're going to do. Like if you're going to look for comics, get shit signed off, or like do something, then you're kind of like gonna waste your time because you're just walking around aimlessly, you know. Also, this series, this miniseries is something I'm actually proud of, and I'm really debating if I want to get these shits, one of these slabs. So, I don't know if you guys know who Simon Bisley is. Simon Bisley is like he's like a pretty much comic book legend. He's really known for like his cover arts. He's known for like his Lobo run. And he also did a run on a TMNT, like a dark ass TMNT comic. Look at this shit. And it's called Body Count, and it's like a 4 issue miniseries that he did for Image back in I think the early 2000s or late 90s. And bro, this shit is fucking gnarly, man. And they're hard to come by. Like this is an expensive these are expensive books. Like, so look at that shit. Look at Ralph and Casey. Look at this shit. That's fucking fire. And that's not even the best cover. Like these, they get better. Look at that one. That was fire. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get one of them signed and slabbed, for sure. Because these are like, they're pricey, man. I got them at a flea market, like at a good price. I got them for like a good price. But if you go on eBay and look at these, like this one right here, this cover, look at this shit. If you like look this shit up on eBay, man, they're pretty expensive. So if I can get like one of them signed, like I think I'm gonna get this one signed. But yeah, it's in '94. That's when it came out, 1994. But yeah, look at that shit. Look at that Ralph, man. Look how gnarly that is. Like, what was this nigga thinking when he made this shit? But so I'm probably gonna get all 4 of them signed, depending on how much he's charging, and then I'll probably just get one of them graded. Also, another one book I'm gonna get signed by Daniel Warren Johnson is Transformers #1 that came out earlier this year. I think it came out when did it come out? I don't know. This is a first edition, like no reprint. #1 that I got. So I'm probably gonna get this signed just for the hell of it. I probably won't get it graded though, but just because. And that was like one of the best selling comics of the year. Another Jim Rugg book, his Octobriana. It's fucking fire. It's like a black light. Like, let me show you this shit. Yeah, see, he sent me a bunch of stickers. And it's crazy because when I ordered it, I didn't order the black light one. I actually ordered the black and white one, not black light. You'll see what I say when I say in a second. So he actually just sent me the black light one. So I don't know if he just messed up or he's like, fuck it. But like, look at this shit. Look at the colors. Like when I see people who have like these crazy color schemes on their comics, I'm just so blown away because I'm just like, bro, I know I'm not close to like the level of like a pro yet because I have no concept of like color art yet at all. But like, look at this shit. Look at this. Look at that panel right there. That panel alone is fucking amazing. But yeah, So I'm thinking I'm gonna run down my con run depending on how fast I get. So my initial thing, I think I'm gonna like get shit signed off and hand out my my ash cans of my comic, right? That's like day one, pretty much what I'm gonna try to do. And yeah, I know some of the lines for like certain people are probably gonna be longer than others, so that probably take up most of my day. I mean, it starts at 11 into like 5 or some shit like that. And my goal is to be there all day. And then so yeah, get a bunch of books signed, get them a couple books graded, stuff like that. But I also like the channel's going up, and so I'm thinking like, man, maybe I should try to get interviews with people and stuff like that. But like I said, it just depends on like their timing and stuff like that, and if they have time to give me like 10-minute drop. And then I think what I'm gonna do with the interviews, I'm gonna put them out as like minis or like a short YouTube shorts or reels. Excuse me, and then just kind of do that. But we'll see, man. It just really depends because I don't really like I would like to do research on certain people, and like the people that already kind of have information or knowledge about those are people who are probably gonna be too busy and have like too much of a line to be doing like interviews. Maybe we'll see. Like I bought these mics so I can start like trying to change up my content a little bit, not like a lot, but like so I can start filming like just not in my room, like especially like when I do my outros. I always like to do like my outros and stuff like this. So I want to start filming in a room. They're like little like this mic right here. They're pretty good, man. Like honestly, I was scared because they're like a cheaper version of the Rode mics. I was like, bro, fuck, should I just buy the Rode mics? And like so I was like, I wasn't too sure. But then I just was like, fuck it. If they're fucked up, I would just try to return them. They're only like $80 compared to Rode mics are like $160. But so yeah, let me show you the rest of the shit. I'm gonna get signed off, and then we'll talk some more about whatever. You know, if anybody's in the chat has any topics they want to talk about, just let me know, man. Any questions? So another Terrell Canyon book, Beef Bros, really funny and pretty cool meta book about just like these like super like goofy like liberal ass fucking buff dudes. I love the anatomy and the color scheme for this book. Super gonna get that signed. Sanford Green's Power Man, Iron Fist, #1. I'm gonna get that signed. Sanford Green Barrel, I fuck with Sanford Green. His artwork is so good. He's like a very like cartoony, stylish style, super dope. I'm just gonna bring one John Romita Jr. book because I already got a bunch of books signed by him last time when I was at Richmond Comic Con. So I'm bringing just this Daredevil 252. Just if I happen to see him, I'll just stop by and get it signed. Juan Gideon's gonna be there, so I'm gonna get this signed by him, and I'll probably just get it signed by Danny Orr-Jensen, and just to have it both signed by both of them. It's a pretty good book. Juan Gideon, he's a cool artist. This is the only thing that he's done so far. This came out like 2 years ago. It's like all the Justice League, but they're dinosaurs. And I initially bought it because I thought Daniel Johnson was doing the art on it, but he actually just wrote the series, and yeah, this dude who drew it. But it's good art, so it was worth it. Some David Finch. So this is like one of the this I got this shit in middle school. This book is probably like 15 years old, like in my possession. The Ultimatum, which is like the end of like the Ultimate Universe first run. This is like the 5th printing or something like that. Variant cover. It's like you open it, it's like a fold out. And I have like the whole miniseries, so I just gotta find it out of my stash, and I'm gonna take it with me. But yeah, I looked at this book so much. I'm pretty sure it's pretty fucked up, but it's like one of the first books I got. I got some more Scotty Young shit. So I don't know how many guys are familiar with Scotty Young, but like the way his style is now, but his old style, he had like real like animated cartoon. Look at this shit. Look at that Nova right there. Super cartoony style. And so I'm gonna get these signed off. Not slab, just signed, because I'm sure he's gonna see him like, oh, I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, maybe. But and then he also did Rocket Raccoon. Did the first 4 issues of that. I'm gonna get that signed. It's the first issue because that was pretty cool. Another David Finch book. I'm gonna get these Moon Knights. They're super cool. I love like David Finch. Like, I don't really care for his interiors too much because I don't really like the way he draws interiors, but his fucking cover art though. Look at that fucking Moon Knight. That shit is sick. And then this Spider-Man Moon Knight. So I'm gonna get those signed off also, just for the hell of it, for funsies. This I'm gonna get. This one I'm for sure get graded. So this is that Chris Caruso guy I was talking about earlier. To have the Ash Can for Spider-Man. I have this Invincible number 98. He did the an homage to the issue number 1 cover, and this shit, like, I have never seen this shit anywhere. Anybody else have it? I have a full collection. I have a full Invincible collection, and if you don't know Invincible, like, since the show came out, all of the books have been sold out in every comic shop. And if you go on eBay and look for the issue, each book runs, even the most random mundane issue of Invincible is like $10-15 or more, simply because Invincible had like literally no reprints ever when it was first initially run. Like, it's crazy because I first found out Invincible back in middle school. It was like one of the very first comic book series I ever read, and I fucking loved it from the get go. And like, it wasn't one of those books that was like selling super crazy, but it wasn't doing horrible. Like, it was doing just enough to make it by. And I also think that since Robert Kirkman had a Walking Dead going on with it, it kind of like kept both of them afloat pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, financially. But once that show hit on Amazon, literally the whole entire series skyrocketed. Luckily, I already had pretty much like half of the print run in my possession from like middle school and stuff when I was collecting. So, and I went to a couple comic book shops and stuff. I went to a couple in Hawaii and shit when I was out there for a couple weeks, and I bought a bunch of them hoes for like pretty much damn near almost retail price because they hadn't marked them up yet. And I found a couple people in Facebook groups that had a good collection of them too, who sold me it for a good price. So, bro, my Invincible collection is probably worth like not trying to brag, bro, but like it's like $2-3 grand, just like $2,000-3,000 just alone, just for that collection. I didn't pay $2,000-3,000 for it, but I know, like, going back, the only issue in Invincible I don't have is a first printing of issue number 1. Like, I have like a bunch of variants, I have a bunch of reprints and shit because like they've been putting out a bunch of them. But yeah, so this is the one I'm gonna get signed because I know the cover artist is gonna be there at the convention, so I'm gonna get it signed and I'm gonna get this graded because, like I said, I've never seen nobody have this, and it's like I just happened, like, I was on eBay and it just happened to see it on there. I was like, oh, what the fuck? And so I snagged that hoe. I had to snag it, had to get it. Murder Falcon number 1, Daniel Warren Johnson, fucking great series. I'm gonna get this signed, of course, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it graded. We'll see. Old Man Skywalker, I found this at a convention a couple weeks ago. Bought it. Don't ask me how much I paid for it. It was a lot. I'm getting this graded, getting this signed, getting this graded. This is a hard fucking book to find, especially for a good price. This shit goes for like upwards of like $200-300 on eBay. It's like an ash can that Daniel Warren Johnson is like what I'm about to do. It's the same size. Look at that. It's the same. That I don't know if you just got them made at home or where he printed them out at, but he would have them at conventions when he was first coming up, and they're like, it's like his take on Star Wars. He's like super Star Wars fan, and he had these, and they're hard to find because I don't know if he even sells them anymore at conventions. So they're worth a good grip because his art style. If you haven't, like, you can't find any scans of it online or anything like that, but if you read it, it's a good comic, man. It's really good. And then lastly, I have a couple more, like another Daniel Warren Johnson. I'm gonna get this graded to do a Power Bomb issue, I think like number 4 or number 7. And it's like Image did this gimmick where they had a bunch of their popular series do Spawn variants. So I got this one, and I thought this came out pretty cool. So I'm gonna get it signed, graded. Stanford Smith, he had like one of the most popular comics that came out last month, of the Doom number 1. It's a one shot. Fucking love it. Great ass comic. I'm gonna get that signed. I might get that graded. Some more Scotty Young shit. I'm just gonna get this signed just for the hell of it. Just gonna get it signed. I just picked this up last week just because. I'm gonna get this signed and graded for sure. The Fuck Fairyland number 1 by Scotty Young. Super dope. It has a cut on it though, so I'm like, I don't know, because I don't want, like, even though I don't really care too much about the grade, I don't want to spend money just to get a fucking shitty grade on it. Like, that's stupid. So we'll see. And then this is the last one, Spider-Man Spider Clan. Legend of Spider Clan, Scotty Young cover. I'm gonna get this signed. This is fucking sick ass cover. Look at that shit. That's it, dope. Yeah, Scotty Young's his style. Like, look at this. His style has evolved so much. Like these are like this is like when he first coming up. This is his shit now. Like this is just the way he draws for covers, and like these are like his 3 phases of art. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much all the shit that I got going. I had some other stuff, so it just depends. I'm gonna carry them around. I got myself a budget, so I'm not trying to blow the budget. So we'll see. Like it just depends on how much people are charging for signatures, how much people are like whatever. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna buy any comics unless I have something that like I really want, which I pretty much my collection for the most part. I have everything that I want in my collection. Like I have a bunch of shit that I like already got that I wanted. So I'm not really like collecting old stuff anymore. Like I have pretty much a full run like Static Shock, Invincible. I have all the Tom McFarlane issues of Spawn, some Tom McFarlane Spider-Man stuff, Daniel Warren Johnson shit, and make like just all the people I wanted. I went and I bought the comics for like in the last like 3-4 years. So I haven't really like well back issues like things that are coming out now, contemporary stuff. I'll pick up if I'm interested. But really, like I said, the goal is just to get these out there, man. And so it's like good quality, man. I mean, it's good quality for an ash can. I think it came out. They came out good. I think they're gonna do what they need to. Hopefully, like, you know, because I mean, I don't know if you guys watched. Daniel Johnson has a YouTube channel, and he will go on his channel, and he will like every time he comes back for cons, he will like show off all the people's like the shit they get from his convention. So I know he appreciates getting stuff like that, and I'm sure all the other artists would too. Whether they read it or look at it or not, it's whatever. They take it, it's cool. If they don't, whatever. Like I said, if I have leftovers, depending on how many issues I have, copies I have left over, I'm just gonna I might just throw them up on my website for people who want to buy one or whatever. I already had one. I actually sold a couple, 3 or 4 of them, or 3 of them. I didn't sell. I sold one of them, or like, and then 2 more I sent out to another guy to look at, to give me some critiques on it, some comic artists I know on Instagram, who's a pro. But yeah, that's kind of like what my goals are for the weekend. So get shit signed, get shit graded, get my artwork looked at, get my feedback on all my stuff. That's pretty much it. Like, have a good time for the most part. Maybe I'll have some conversations with people and stuff like that. I know the comic book store that I go to, the owner's gonna be there, so I might link up with him and like just see what he has going on, see if he knows anybody, or like just whatever, stuff like that. Just, like I said, just have a good time and just whatever, see what happens, pretty much. Let me drink some of this shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. Hopefully I can get some like content out of it. Maybe I can get an interview with somebody, at least one person, make a video about it. I'm gonna try to vlog some of it. So like, just get like a bunch of B-roll, me walk around. So I'm thinking like maybe I should like a live stream it, just like me just doing stuff. But I don't know how good the signal is gonna be while I'm in there, especially when I'm like on my phone. Because sometimes those convention halls have bad signal. So we'll see. I'll see after day 1 if how it's going, like what the signal looks like, and I'll try to maybe do that. But if anything, I'll just hook up those little mics to myself and then just walk around, just show off the shit, and just maybe I can get some interviews with some people, get some sound clips from the artists and stuff like that, and go from there. What else? Yeah, I mean, aside from that, I mean, the other things I got going on prep wise, just gonna drive out there. I mean, I only live a couple hours away from Charlotte, so it's not that bad. I have family out there, so I'm still gonna stay with family. The wife and kids are gonna hang out with the family while I'm at the convention hall, sweating balls with a bunch of nerds. But yeah, man. Also, man, that Dahmer video is going up, man. I honestly did not expect it to go crazy, cause like I don't know, like since my channel is kind of like growing slowly, like it's actually been growing pretty rapidly this last like couple like this last month. Pretty much my channel's growth has been pretty good since I dropped the People Show video, which is awesome. I'm glad everybody's watching, and fucking my content. I already got my next video planned. Already recorded the audio for it, so I have it probably edited by the end of the week and put it out next week or the week after, stuff like that. But let me show you what I've been reading lately. So Kent State. So that my people, the Dahmer video is about Durf Backderf. If you guys haven't watched it, who's ever watched right now, Durf Backderf, great comic artist. Obviously, he's best known for his Jeffrey Dahmer shit. But this book, Kent State, is his most recent book. I bought it pretty cheap off Amazon, like 15 bucks, something like that. It's a really good book. It's about like a protest that happened at Kent State University, and a couple students got killed. Like, it's really crazy. I've been reading it. It's like, damn, like, it's crazy, especially for what's been going on lately with like the Palestine protests and stuff at the colleges. So it's very reminiscent of what's going on now. A lot of shit like that. I've also been reading this manga I got, Rao Grand, and I'm honestly the story is actually pretty shitty, but it's by Obata of Death Note and Bakuman fame, and bro, that dude, bro, that guy's a master. So like reading this is really inspiring me to like his style to like when I get back into BAM by the end of the year, I'm gonna start working back on my series BAM. I'm probably just gonna remaster the whole thing. Like his style, I'm bro. I don't know, man. Like I might try to steal it, or do my best impression of it. This book's cool. Hey, look at this shit. Let me show you. I'm trying to find a good page to show. But yeah, this guy fucking Obata, bro. He's a fucking G, bro. He's like such a fucking good artist, man. Some of these guys is like, dude, how are they so fucking good? But it is what it is. This book is vintage too. It's a vintage shonen book. Look, I still got the sticker in it and everything. Look at that shit. The Ichigo sticker in it. This whole thing, die cut. But yeah, I don't know if anybody in the chat wants to see anything. I drew this at work today. I was bored. Just colored it and put some fucking tape on it because I was bored as fucking work. Some downtime. Let me see. See if I can show you some more what I've been working on my iPad with these these Spider-Man pages. But yeah, I mean, I'm just excited, man. I'm honestly excited to go to the convention. I feel like it's gonna be cool just to meet up all those guys and just chop it up with everybody. And there's a lot of people that haven't that I don't have their books in particular, but that are legends. Like the ElfQuest creators are gonna be there. That's gonna be fucking awesome to see them. I actually watched a video on them recently. On their journey into being into making ElfQuest and stuff like that, and it's pretty interesting. They're super duper old now too, but so yeah. Let me see. Do you guys want me to work on a page real quick? Let me see. Let me show you this. I was working on this shit the other day. Yeah, perspective, bro. Look at that. Boom. I really want to get so much better at my perspective, just so I can do these type of panels more comfortably, because I feel like it looks okay, but I feel like I can do better, bro. I want to be able to have the most expressive, dynamic, perspective on all my artwork, bro. That's my goal. Some 90s anime guns, right here. I think this figure came out pretty good with Lady Pool. I think she looks pretty dope. Yeah, so let me see. Let me add some tones down so I could say I did something today with the dots. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the weekend. Like I said, I don't really have much else after that. I'm just gonna try to keep working on the channel, keep making better content. That's it. Get this series, this book done. I might do some more one shots. Well, it just depends, because like I said, I'm gonna get this done by July 1st. I'm for sure gonna have it done by then. I'm pretty much on my way to having it done. And then after July 1st, I have one story. It's a slice of life story, pretty much thought out and planned. But we'll see if I'm gonna work on that or not, or if I'm gonna just keep that for a future time and work on something more superhero. Because I have there's another Marvel character that I think I might want to do a one shot for, called Sleepwalker. I think I mentioned him before on a previous stream. Sleepwalker is like a more like obscure character who's like not popular at all. Honestly, he's just known for like he had like a good miniseries back in like, oh no, it wasn't a miniseries. He had an ongoing series in like the early mid 90s. He's like pretty much his whole thing is like he's like this alien or some shit, and he's fucking possesses some dude, and the only way he can come out of the guy's body is if the guy falls asleep. And so it's a pretty interesting like concept, I guess. But I mean, he has a cool design. Actually, I got the full run of the series off some dude that lives close to my house for like $20, some shit like that. It was super cheap, and it's like 25 issues of a book. So I read like the first couple issues. Honestly, it's not really good, but like the writing, but the artwork is cool, I guess, and stuff like that. But Sleepwalker. So I just like that concept of like having like a savior. I think it works better like if it's like a little kid who's like scared of the monster in his dreams, but the monster is like actually somebody who's helping him. So that's gonna be kind of like my concept for that if I start working on that. But yeah, I have all these damn brushes and shit. That's like that was like the biggest mistake when I first got Procreate, was like I'm gonna buy a bunch of brushes and like getting all these brushes are gonna help me like do this, do that, and comes to find out it's just a bunch of bullshit anyways. Just to and then you can make your own brushes if you really like want to. I'm just like kind of lazy. But like I think these screen tone brushes though are like the best things that I got, and I'm pretty sure I got these for free. I don't think I bought them. I think I looked up screen tone brushes on YouTube, like in 2020, like a couple years ago, and like after like skirmishing around for a while, I actually found some good ones. And I haven't really been able to refine them. But yeah, these screen tone brushes are pretty solid. Wait, what is that? Oh wait, that needs to be colored. Tripping. It's the gap tough nigga. But yeah. That's pretty much it. There's nobody really in the chat talking about shit, so I might get off here in a little bit and read and go to bed. I'm tired than a motherfucker. Gotta go to work tomorrow, and then after that, I'm going to be on vacation. Going to work. I'm going on to Charlotte. I'm gonna leave. Get there Thursday, so Friday I could get up and just go straight to the con. Pretty much. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect really. Like I've been to a few conventions. Even I went to one when I was in high school called Alamo City Comic Con, and I actually saw Stan Lee there, a frail old man. He was like fucking 90 years old. He was like 4 foot tall. I mean, I'm like, I guess I'm pretty tall comparatively to like other people, like comic creators or something. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm that tall. Like I'm 6'3", so I guess I am pretty tall. But like some of these fools are super short, bro. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, like. But yeah, Stan Lee was a small dude, man. Like, little ass guy, bro. And he had like big ass security guards, pretty much, because he had like a pavilion like stage, pretty much for him. Like most times, if you've been to a convention, there's like regular tables and shit, booths set up. No, that fool had a big ass fucking thing in the middle of the convention center. You had to walk up the stairs to the stage or see him and stuff like that. I didn't get close to him because, like, I just didn't like. I got lucky to go. Oh fuck, he's on the wrong motherfucking layer, dog. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's fine. It's just a background layer. I'll just delete this shit. But because I only went to the convention because my dad was working it. But when I was in middle school, like his homie was like one of the people who was running the convention, so he I was able to get it for free, pretty much helping set up shit. And I didn't really like. I wasn't really in the I was in the comic books, but not as much as I actively am now. Like that was during my time where I wasn't really reading comic books that much. I was still watching like anime and like watching like superhero movies and shit, but I wasn't like really into comic books like I am now. Like I still have my collection and shit, but I remember going. I was like, damn, that's cool. You know what's crazy? I saw who else I saw there was Neil Adams, and I knew who he was because I remember because I had a Batman Odyssey. I think I still have that bitch in my collection. I remember, and I saw him there, and I saw he had prints of those there, and I was like, "Oh, I have that book," but I didn't know who the fuck Steven Adams was though. Like I didn't remember like exactly like who he was. Like his name looked familiar, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool," and I know that was like a legend. But yeah, you saw me do screen tones. See, to my 2-point perspective, I use the fucking grid on here. I need to like stop being lazy and actually just draw the grids myself. But eventually. I try to work as fast and as high quality as possible. 1 page a day, man. Keeps the deadlines away. That's what I keep say to myself. Some motherfuckers just take forever to draw. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't understand. Especially like when people who are like who are like college kids or like you know what I'm saying, they don't have day jobs or shit, nothing crazy, or like have like families and stuff. Seems like they get distracted way more than people who have like a lot of more priorities. But I don't know. Just rambling on at this point. I'm getting a little bit tired. But yeah, man. I think this came out pretty good too. And this shit. Like that explosion right there. I think that came out pretty good. I don't know. This pen, I can't get over this pen on this. This came out way better than I was expecting. Like I don't know if you ever like have drawn something and was like, fuck, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that right, and then eventually you get it right. Like this is my bottoms for that. Like and this is like my initial thumbnail for it. I was gonna have her standing up, but I was like, nah, it doesn't work. So I just got some reference and then I drew that on top of it. So I think it came out pretty good. What do you guys think? Good? No? Shit. I think it came out pretty fire. Let me tone that up and then I'm gonna probably get off the stream. What the fuck? How did I tone her in the last pen? Okay. Is it tone? Alright. But yeah. Ladypool. I was gonna do regular Deadpool for it, but I was like, there's a concept that I'm going for in the book that I like. So like her being Ladypool actually like plays a role into the gag that I'm trying to go for. So let's just do Ladypool because you know Ladypool's cool. It's also fucked up, bro. I like go to my like when I first got my box of comics back from my dad's house. Once I moved into my house, I was like, bro, am I missing some books? I can't remember, but because I remember I had when the first appearance of Ladypool. But I was like, bro, like, where's that book at? Because I remember the whole run that Rob Liefeld did, where like he had the whole Deadpool family, and like the variant covers of that series was like it was like a carousel of like pictures, and each cover was like a different character. And I remember looking at it, and I was like, I had all of them, but now I looked at my collection, I don't have them. I still have one of the Deadpool family book, like the final book with like all of them on the cover. But I was like, bro, I know I had that because each book was like the origin story from each of the Deadpool family. So it was like Teen Deadpool, the head Deadpool, the dog one, and Ladypool. But I don't think I had it. Maybe I didn't buy them. I don't remember. I could have sworn I had them fucking books, but I don't fucking know. Such a long ass time ago that I can't even remember. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was first initially. I'm just glad that I had my fucking Deadpool books, bro. Cause like I said earlier in the stream, like the Deadpool stock is high as fuck now. So I'm so glad I was able to like buy a lot of them. Cause like I would literally every time I would see a Deadpool comic at a comic book store, I was just buying the whole. Even like and I wasn't even tracking like which ones I had or which ones I didn't. So I would just buy them because they were like, if you find the Deadpool comic for like at $5 or cheaper now, that's a fucking steal. You need to buy it because you could definitely flip that bitch for 10, 15 bucks. Like doesn't even matter what issue it is, and then they're just still going up in price just because like the show is still going on. Like if the show gets canceled, then like my investment in Deadpool was just a waste. But I mean obviously I don't care that much because I actually fucking love that series. I've read that shit like 3 times already, even before like the show came out. But like since the show is still coming out, so every time a first appearance of a new character, there's always a new character coming out each season. Like I don't know if how many guys are familiar, but there's a lot of characters that are still like they haven't even like touched the tip of the iceberg with Deadpool. I mean with Invincible, like in the TV show. Like they're pacing it really really well, and I'm actually really really impressed with how they're doing the show. So I'm just kind of disappointed on like how long it's fucking taking them to put out seasons, but it is what it is. Um, but once they get to my boy Conquest, woo I cannot wait for that fucking fight scene, bro. Cause that shit was, that's the fight scene that got me into the series to begin with. Conquest versus Mark and Adam Eve, bro. You know all the Invincible clones and shit. Boy, I'll tell you what, that shit is going to be fucking fuego. That shit, this is gonna go fucking. That shit's gonna go viral. And it's funny because I saw this this video. I didn't watch the video, but I saw the thumbnail for it, and it was like, is Invincible still like? Are people watching it still? Because, and I already knew what the point they were getting at, because when the first season came out, it was a cultural phenomenon. Like, it went like there was memes, there was hashtags, there was like things going on around it that was circumventing like the popularity into the series out. So I think like, but this second season there wasn't really much of that at all. Like the first season there was like, what's her name, Amber was getting so much fucking hate, and that was like a viral thing. That was like videos were made about like, oh, is she right, is she wrong, is she toxic, is she not, da da da. Same thing with the dad, Omni Man. Like the whole thing, the train scene, all that shit was just super viral, super crazy. But the second season, outside of like the the pages that are just dedicated to Invincible content, nothing, bro. So like, nah, it's not gonna work. So we'll see, man. I mean, I'm just, I don't give a fuck. I'm watching that shit regardless, because it's such a solid series and it deserves to have a fucking a show, man. And I don't even want them to do a movie, because I know that's just gonna be fucking trash. It's like I don't want them to do a live action Miles Morales movie. Like, they're gonna fuck it up. I already know they're gonna fuck it up. They do a live action Miles Morales movies, and they're gonna fuck it up. And all the people who fucking, all the fucking comments gay and fucking people who hate any character that isn't fucking white or straight, they're gonna be like, oh, see, he's not a good character. But whatever, give a fuck. It's not gonna make me like the character any less because you fucking said some dumb shit about it. But yeah, man, I am. Yeah, man, just ready to see what they got going on. I need to download the episode of Acolyte Star Wars so I can watch that shit tomorrow when I get to work. Let me see. Kind of like a little glow to it. But yeah, man. It's a lot of shit coming out, man. Like Deadpool Wolverine. That's just gonna be pretty cool. I need to go see that when it comes out. See how that works. I feel like Deadpool's kind of like lost his buzz a little bit. I feel like it kind of simmered down just a smidgen, because I guess since it's been a while since the movie, that's not working. Stupid. There you go. Like a gradual glare, like light. But since like, I don't know, I guess since it's been a while since the second movie came out. Hell yeah, brother. His fandom kind of waned, because he was like the hottest shit like for like a minute, bro. I was like, bro, everybody's on Deadpool's dick, bro. Everybody's just fucking all these Deadpool t-shirts. Everybody's fucking, every greasy ass motherfucker's wearing this shit. These Deadpool comics. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. There isn't really like, in my opinion, I might be wrong, bro. I have yet to see a Deadpool comic like run that's actually been like solid. Like that's like the, oh, this is the Deadpool run you need to read. This is the Deadpool run you need to check out. Like, there's some okay issues. Like he's like a cool like side character and stuff like that. Like, I like Deadpool Spider-Man with Ed McGuinness, and I literally only like it because Ed McGuinness. Like, I was reading that shit and I was like, bro, this shit is trash, bro. Like, the shit they're talking about is stupid and boring as fuck. Like, they're trying too hard to be funny. Like, there hasn't been like a certified like classic comic for Deadpool. It's just like just hype pretty much at this point for him. Like, I want to see like a fire artist, top tier artist, work on Deadpool. Like, I'm tired of all these mid ass like fucking comic book artists working on like these popular characters. Like, that's the problem with like a lot of this industry, bro. Like, you got these fucking trash ass niggas working on, not trash, I don't call them trash, but like these mid ass fucking comic artists working on like these popular characters. Like, you want this shit to sell out, you need to get these niggas, these big time fools on this shit. They don't, like, what's that fool's name? He does all the Batman books, Jose Jimenez. Like, get that fool on a Deadpool book. I mean, he's exclusively DC, but like somebody like in that vein is what I'm trying to get at. Because I mean, he did the Nemesis book, and that shit sold like hotcakes. The Nemesis, the reboot one, the better one, and that shit was good as hell. Like, he, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't understand what Marvel's doing. They got their characters are like 10 times more popular than DC. I mean, than DC shit, like to like the normies. So I don't understand. They don't like, they need to like get on the artists. The artists sell the books. The artists sell the books, all right? Like, I don't know why they keep trying to like put on these stupid ass writers and shit. Nobody cares about that shit. Nobody wants to read a comic book. They want to look at it. At least I do. Whatever, but I'm rambling on. What does it look? Does it look good? Does it look fire or what? Maybe I'll get like a double tone on there. Give her like some shadows. Let me see. Just doing this right now. This usually isn't my process. Usually I'll tone everything up first. But I'm just doing this for the stream, for you, for the boys and the gals. Remember back in early YouTube days when like every single YouTube page had like their own like fandom, like the Barbs and shit, or the Beehive for like, but those are like the artists, but they like, like was it Tana Montague and she having the Face Clan guys? They had other stupid shit. Y'all could be the lookers. It's the lookers. Head ass. That's so stupid, but I love Tony. Tony's like my favorite part of like the whole entire process of working on a page. Yeah, this shit came out fucking fire. I'm not gonna cap. In my humble opinion, I think this shit came out pretty fire. I don't know. I feel like with this book compared to like all of my other shit, I think I've made some really good strides, man. And I'm not trying to brag. Like I'm just, I'm all that shit. Like, not maybe trying to be funny. Like I feel like I've made really good, like huge strides in my artwork with this book. And I don't know if it's just because like drawing these characters are easy. Like obviously, like not Superman. Deadpool and Spider-Man don't have really much faces on, like they don't have like a face, so like you can kind of just like, you're pretty much just drawing like a blank slate and you're just filling it in, right? Just like a shape, like you don't have to really worry much on ears or nose or anything like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it look good? The one person who's watching the chat. I don't know, but yeah. What do you guys think? Looks good? I think it looks pretty good. It's a nice. But yeah, I mean, I have so much more to do, man. So much more. Look at this shit. This gonna be an homage. Dang. Yeah, I got a lot in here, man. I got a lot left. But it doesn't seem like a lot. I have a lot left. But like, if you have like everything pretty much planned and prepped out, I mean, really just filling in the blanks, inking everything up. But yep, that's it. Shit. Let me see. Fuck, one more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I was saying earlier, go to my website, read some free comics and free web comics. Go check out my latest video. It's on My Friend with Dahmer by Backturf. It's already about like, I think as of now, it's probably at 11K views, which is fucking awesome. I appreciate everybody who's watched. Like, comment, subscribed on everything. I appreciate all the people who actually have went and checked out my comics. I've actually gotten a couple of views from YouTube on my analytics. I can see, and yeah, I've done. I mean, it's going good, man. The growth is getting there. The organic growth. Hopefully, I can get a video with 1 million views and blow up and forget like I know anybody. You know what I'm saying? As it goes, get famous and act like I don't know nobody. No, I'm playing. But, yep. The other video probably come out next week or the week after. It's going to be a good one. I'll give you a hint for anybody who watches it this far. Look up hashtag Donald for Spider-Man. If you don't know what that is, look it up. That's going to be the next topic of the next video. It's going to be a banger. So, yeah. Go check out, go read some comics. Read my comics. Read my comics. No, I'm playing. But, yeah. Appreciate you guys for watching. Everybody who watched, all the people who didn't watch, whatever. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be streaming eventually.